This is WWE superstar Isaiah Swerve Scott.
What up, guys? My name's Alex. I'm a content creator here at SwerveCity Podcast.
Mike the GOAT in the building. Motion graphics designer, video producer here for the podcast.
It is Sy here. I am the director here at the SwerveCity Podcast.
What is good, everybody? This is your man, TZ Scott. I am the co-host, hip-hop artist of the SwerveCity Podcast. What's the announcement, big bro?
Man, we are here to make the big announcement that the SwerveCity Podcast, that means all of us, are moving on and upgrading to the WWE Network, y'all. And if you don't know what that means we got bigger and newer guests coming, new location, and a bigger budget, y'all. But that doesn't mean you stop subscribing to youtube.com/SwerveCity Podcast for newer and more unique content. And as always, be confident in everything you do.
Wash your hands.
Better do your homework.
The SwerveCity Podcast moves to its new home Friday, October 23rd, streaming only on WWE Network.
I might be wrong, yeah, but it's okay, yeah, the sun still shines, yeah, on my face, yeah, you only see what's in front of you, so you may not see my beautiful view, yeah, I might be broke, yeah, but it's okay, yeah, the sun still shines, yeah, on my face, yeah, you only see what's in front of you, so you may not see my beautiful view.
From a youngin' I've been broke, seen folks, hustle for $1 in between though, seeing shows, lease flows, overtime work in my street clothes, getting high from the days off, naked every drive for the face off, on sale overtime how I take off, and I'm off to the jet like I made off.
Young boy, got time to kill, piggy bank empty, got room to fill, but I got a lot of dreams, gonna count a lot of green, time my money can spread like a rumor mill, but I like that ease when I'm worry-free, stress ain't for me, see the smile on me, now I ain't gonna change this life of mine, it's so divine, I'ma let it shine, but 20 bills in the bank, I'ma be alright. Had a few teeners never be in the night, but a switch from my palm and switch keys like a motorbike.
I might be wrong, yeah, but it's okay, yeah, the sun still shines, yeah, on my face, yeah, you only see what's in front of you, so you may not see my beautiful view, yeah, I might be broke, yeah, but it's okay, yeah, the sun still shines, yeah, on my face, yeah, you only see what's in front of you, so you may not see my beautiful view.
Now maybe I seen froze, these woes don't weigh on me like kilo G's. Got a problem, got a fix it, gonna be how I living, never need another gimmick. One room is how I'm living, $12 never spend it. I'm the one blue pill inside of me is 25 digits. Now you see what's new to you, ain't a look to me. I'ma go on here with my grown ass self and before my FOOD and EBT.
I'm B.I.G. to B.A.C. T.I.P. call me A.G. Disciple, I write to move on Michael, divine news, need some fly shoes, time shoes, spurs like my new, grind through, another hill is that, what type of feeling is that, crabs trying to pull me down while I'm filling my stack, got love for the hood, never gave it back, out the barrel now flaw, can you riddle me that?
I might be broke, yeah, but it's okay, yeah, the sun still shines, yeah, on my face, yeah, you only see what's in front of you, so you may not see my beautiful view. Sometimes it's dark, and you might be gray, before too long, it'll be okay. The journey feeds, it might bring tears, don't hurt my dear, your time is near. I might be wrong, yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, the sun still shines, yeah, on my face, yeah, you only see what's in front of you, so you may not see my beautiful view.
With Metro Life Mobile, your hard-earned money.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what it is. This the William Green Experience right here on YouTube. And the two people you just saw and the two people you just heard is TZ and Big Swole. Swerve. Two of the hosts of the SwerveCity Podcast, which could be heard on the WWE Network. And it's an awesome podcast, but sorry about that. But yeah, but the guy I'm about to bring you on is actually the director of that whole entire podcast. And his name is What, bro?
Hey, what's good, man? What's going on?
I didn't want to even try to I didn't want to try to pronounce your last name because I don't want to butcher it. You can hear me, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, I was saying I was saying that I didn't want to butcher your last name.
Yeah. It's pronounced Whittleton.
Whittleton. Okay, my boy Sy Whittleton, the director of the SwerveCity Podcast. That's the person that's behind the scenes. For those who didn't know.
Wear a lot of hats. Director, video producer. I think it's like what what like I told myself. I don't know. Video producer, sound monitor, all that. I do all that. All the shoots. SwerveCity Podcast. Yep. Everything you see is I had a hand in it, either discussing it or setting it up, something. I don't know. I do it all. I'm wearing many hats. It's a labor of love, man. It's fun. It's fun at the end of the day.
Yeah. How many hours do you work like before or after a show?
Mainly, I'll say. Just like a regular shoot day. I'll say we all show up sometime around like maybe 2 hours before our guests, just to kind of make sure everything's troubleshooted and there's no last minute unexpected hiccups before like the guests arrive.
Okay.
And, so we like show up, make sure everything's set up before everyone gets there. Run through topics, ideas, anything like announcements or whatever that suggestions, and basically just kind of chill. Like and we do all that, and then the guests come in, we do their stuff, we shoot them. Sometimes if they want to hang out, we'll hang out, and sometimes it'll turn into like just like a function with us and the guests. Like the show, like we've been wrapped the episode up, but we just hanging out for like next like 3 hours or so. And then we head out. That's about it.
Is there like a production meeting, like anything like that before shows, or like days prior?
You said production meeting?
Like production meetings, like how they do like radio and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's if we do. I mean, like we've kind of been doing this for so long right now.
Yeah.
That everything we kind of discuss is either like, hey y'all, this is what we're doing on this day. This is what we're doing on this day, where we just kind of show up, and if there's something that needs to be discussed, like we'll have it maybe 5 minutes after we shoot like the episode or something. So yeah, no real big production meetings like that. We kind of just discuss as we meet up and stuff.
Oh yeah, discuss it as the days get closer.
Yeah. We don't like really just kind of. We don't like just sit around or hold on. We don't have like days where we just meet up just to discuss. Usually if we have like a day where we're all gonna meet. That's like also the day we're gonna shoot and get something knocked out too.
Right.
So we'll have like, I guess our production meeting like a little bit before we go on. So
Got you.
yeah.
Like, how did you meet TZ? Tell everybody how you met. How you guys met.
Man, I met TZ. Funny, I met him on Facebook through a mutual friend.
Okay.
Shout out to Kyle Chasen, aka Deuce, or Deucey J. But yeah, I met him through him, and this is back when TZ used to be called The Message. He had showed me. Yeah, you remember that? Message Montezi. Shout out to shout out to Message Montezi, man. Antoine Montezi Moore, brother. But me and Deuce was hanging out. He showed me his music. I was like, oh, he's dope. You know, you definitely heard like you definitely tell he's from up north. I was like, definitely heard the up north influence. I was like, okay, like lyrical cat. I dig it. Like definitely wears he definitely wore his inspirations on his sleeve. Like more so around that time he was making music. You definitely tell he was a big fan of Nas. That was dope. I was like, okay, I mess with it. Then like one day, I think, I don't know, like we became friends on Facebook, and I used to do movie reviews. It was very short lived. I think I only made like 3 movie reviews and like 1 video game review, which was like Grand Theft Auto 5, way back in like 2013.
Oh,
like, way back then.
I think I remember that one. That one specifically.
Yeah, that was the first one. That was the longest one. That jump was like 22 minutes. But he had saw it. And he was like, "Hey man, who shot that for you?" I was like, "Oh, I do it. You know, I did it myself." And he's like, "Oh, can you make music videos?" Or he's like, "Can you make videos for me?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." And me and him, we've worked together for all these years. And then I think around 2018? 2018, he had introduced me to Swerve, and they had an idea for a podcast that they wanted visuals for. And the rest is history, as they say, and Hollywood and all that.
Got it. Like, who was the one that came up with the whole visual of the whole thing? Was it you, or was it Swerve, or was it a collection of you two?
Kind of a collection of me and Swerve. Like, kind of when I showed up, he had it was funny. I remember when I first met him, he was like pitching the idea to me as if I wasn't on board already. I'm like, no, dude. I'm like TZ told me about it. I think it's dope. Like, I think y'all have something really special here, and I would like to help. He's like, all right, cool. And basically, he just wanted something similar to a. No, I don't want to say Joe Budden. I think he was inspired by the Joe Budden's podcast, like when it first started, and then we kind of morphed it and kind of changed it into our own thing. But yeah, that was pretty much a collab effort with me and him. Swerve is like a true visionary. Like if you ever actually meet him, I think he would definitely be someone I would see become a director like later down the line once he's done wrestling or whatever other ventures. I could definitely see him becoming like a director or a producer because he definitely has like a vision for what he does, or for a whole multitude of things, of visuals, just like even like his music. Like there's always a clear vision. Like when you get to see him just work on anything, and it's just interesting just being around someone like that who's just really, you know, as he said, Swerve his confidence. And it's just someone who's just confident as like, no, this is what I want. This is what I'm like. How can we get either this to something close to this? So yeah, it's a very interesting guy to work with.
Yeah, I had him on More to Life Radio back when I used to do that. He was a cool dude. I actually met him at MCW Shamrock Cup back in 2015.
Okay.
Well, yeah. In fact, that's where it started. That's where the connection started. It started with TZ and him and TZ at the Shane Shamrock Cup, and there we go. Yeah, you directing a podcast that those two are hosting with each other.
Yeah, man.
So
yeah,
it's funny how life works.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's funny. if you had told me that I would, I think like one day I just kind of sat back and I was like, dude, I literally last year before pre-pandemic, I'm like, dude, I really shot a music video with shout out to Juice from the Flatbush Zombies. So I'm like, dude, I really met like the Flatbush Zombies and I met Juice and I like shot a music video with him. Like a guy who like I've been listening to for years. Like I've been listening to that group for years. I never thought I'd actually meet him. That's freaking crazy. Like I was like, this. It's funny. Yeah, it's just crazy how life works. And just you never know. Like
Yeah, it's like you might think, oh, it will never happen to me, and then boom, something happens, and it happens out of nowhere.
yeah, man.
That's why I
Yeah.
tell people keep on working on it. You won't know what's gonna happen to it.
Hey, you never know, bro. You never know. Like, dude, I freaking made. I was making reviews just because I wanted. I thought it was funny. Like, I just thought I'd just get on camera and talk mess about like video games and movies. I didn't know that would somehow to a pipeline to me like making content for the WWE Network. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed.
Yeah, because me and you talked about on the air like about the visual. Because when I first saw it, because I saw it before it went on WWE Network as well as after. So what I loved about it is the vibe. I like looking at it is like y'all are just chilling, like in the living room with the mic in front of y'all, just shooting the shit like you at the bar. That's what I. That's one of the, that was one of the inspirations for even doing this show. Is to see podcast setups like that, because like everything's a visual. Everything's visual now. Like people can listen to our voices on on like Spreaker or something like that because I can upload it on there. But what people want to see, I mean, what people want, they want visual. They want to see you talking. So seeing TZ, seeing Swerve, and seeing whatever guests y'all have on there, sitting in the same room, just and it's not like y'all grilling them like this is a job interview or something like that.
No.
It's like a conversation. It's a conversation. So like was it like did you come up with that part of it? That aspect of it?
Nah, man. Mostly like the conversation and topics and most of that. That's mostly I mostly leave that up to Swerve and TZ.
Yeah.
I mostly just handle
mostly the
like
visual.
positioning. Oh,
yeah, mostly the visual.
Oh,
yeah,
visuals. Yeah, visuals. Like as far as like camera placement because I run all that too. Yeah, that's mostly me. Positionings and just composition, all that stuff. That's mostly me. Actually, the editing and graphic design, that's all my brother Mike. That dude's amazing. Shout out to Mike the Goat. Also shout out to X. Shout out to X Visuals. All X. Was it All X Visuals? All X Visuals. Shout out to that dude. He's crazy too. He actually did. He edited the last music video we did. And that was crazy, man. Dude's crazy. It's funny, like how, me and these guys, like I feel like I've known them my whole life, but I've like technically only known them for like less than 2 years. And it's just crazy, like how you can just meet someone and the vibe is just instant.
Yeah,
and you guys can just like feed off each other's energy and just work so well together. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what make good teams. Chemistry.
Yeah,
chemistry
man.
Without chemistry, y'all gonna go to hell. Y'all gonna go straight to the depths of hell. Like y'all want to go up, so
it's not gonna look good.
yeah.
Forgive me if I'm rambling.
This fine, bro.
This is my first time ever being interviewed.
No, it's okay. I still have this. I feel like I'm rambling too because I haven't been on here in about a week, and I'm getting back to the groove of things. So yeah, so don't feel bad.
Okay.
Don't feel bad.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Because this is not an easy thing to do. Because you're usually the one behind the camera. Now you're literally actually in front of it.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm mostly behind the camera. Like I'll host some stuff. Like there's times where, oh man, there's one time I actually did have to host a whole episode. Like me and Big Swole, Swerve had hit me up. It was a little bit before we it was a little bit before he got signed to the WWE. And he was like, just like one afternoon, he like hit me up. He's like, hey, Teasy's not gonna be there. I'm not gonna be there. He's like, it's just gonna be you and Swole. So y'all gonna have to host. And I'm just like, what do you mean I'm gonna have to host? And I was just like, oh Lord. Luckily, Big Swole though, like shout out to my sister. All you gotta do is just tell her go, and she is just instant entertainment. So all I had to do was just kind of feed off her energy. So that was cool. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'm mostly a behind the scenes dude. That's kind of my forte. Like, excuse me.
I understand. Because some people, some people are better behind the scenes, or they feel comfortable behind the scenes. Some people just love being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Like, not to bring myself up in the situation, like in this case, but I'm a photographer, and I do this, so I'm behind the camera and in front of it. I don't. That's weird. That's weird because some people just actually no. Then again, it's not. There's some actors that turn directors. And Eastwood is one of them.
Yeah.
So you know what I think it is? I think, when you're young, if you're a young actor, you want to be in front of the camera. And then as you get older, it's like, you know what? I have my own visuals for what I want to do. So let me execute them.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that's how it is with people who want to be a director.
Yeah, you're starting to see like a lot of since you brought that up, you're starting to see, well, not starting to, but yeah, it's like quite normal for you've been in this business for so long, and you've been portraying other people's visions for their stuff, for their projects. It's only natural that, well, maybe like you start questioning like, well, I always wanted to do a movie like this, and you always hear about like actors and taking on like little passion projects where they're like directing and also starring in and producing and all that stuff, little projects like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And as far as like what directors had like inspired you to want to direct yourself?
Ooh, that's a good one. So Hype Williams. Hype Williams was the first person or not first person, but he was he's part of the reason why I picked up the camera, because I was enthralled with his music videos. I mean, I still say the Godfather of slow motion. There's slow motion and there's Hype Williams slow motion. His music videos always look different, like no matter what artist he made them for, they always stood out. And just something about that I just thought was so cool. So I was like, man, I want to do music videos. And I was like, wait, how do you do that? And I did like a 5-second Google search. It was like something like skimmed like a website, like something, go to film school. And I was like, oh, okay, I could do that. And then kind of went there. Then like the more I kind of got more into film and filmmaking, then I kind of like, I've always been a movie fan, but then was the time I kind of start paying more attention to actual directors and writers and like cinema can't speak today, cinematic styles and language and all stuff like that. So yeah, but like Hype Williams is one. Another one is, I mean, who's not inspired by Martin Scorsese, who didn't watch Goodfellas and want to try to shoot a 20-minute tracking shot where you walk through like a restaurant and various other crazy stuff. The Hype Williams, Martin Scorsese. Let's see who's some other ones. Director I don't think gets enough credit. Gary F. Gray. He's the guy who did Friday and also the Straight Outta Compton movie. I think that brother does not get it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a director I feel does not get enough credit at all. He also came up doing a lot of music videos too. He did a lot of like Ice Cube and Dr. Dre and all their music videos, or a lot of their music videos. Mm-hmm.
So he did both movies and music videos.
Yeah, I want to say that's how him and I don't know exactly how they met, but I want to say that's where they first kind of started their rapport. And then Ice Cube had the idea for Friday, and and then him and Gary worked on that and turned that into a hood, or not even a hood classic, just the actual classic film. So,
Yeah. Like like just like the director of Boys in the Hood, like he gave everybody a visual of what we go through in the hood.
Yeah.
Especially in California.
R.P. John Singleton.
Yeah, he gave us a visual of that because because from what I heard, nobody really saw what they went through in California.
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of the first people to kind of actually put like a visual and the context to it, and really opened up a lot of people's eyes about these mean streets in the hood and all that.
Yeah. And what was the first thing you ever directed?
Oh, other than God. Oh, it was actually a short film called Tag. Where literally I kidnapped a bunch of my friends one morning. I was like, hey, I'm gonna have y'all play tag. And surprisingly, like a lot of people dug it. I don't know if they were just being nice, but they were like, hey, that was pretty funny. And I was like, oh, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was the first thing I did. Then I did a couple other random short films. Did the YouTube stuff, or did the movie review stuff, and then mostly everything now has just been music videos and SwerveCity stuff. That's like probably the best stuff I've done, I can honestly say.
Well,
thus far.
Yeah. I mean, you can only go but up. You're not going down.
Oh yeah. Thank goodness. I can't peek yet. I can't.
Yeah, like
Pleasure.
yeah, I feel that people. Thank you. I feel that people like I don't. Well, I'm not gonna say give them a bad name because that sounds dumb. Otherwise, you wouldn't need a director. I feel like they're the unsung heroes. Like they're very underappreciated. Like the people behind the scenes, very.
I'll say behind the scenes people in general, definitely. Like directors, even though, well, I guess directors usually they can get the short end of the stick, but I could say even more for obviously if we're talking like super high big budget where like everyone has an assistant and all those stuff, like those are really the quote unquote unsung heroes. But yeah, man, I feel like there's a lot of behind the scenes people in general. Like, our job is basically to be the invisible hand that propels the talent forward. And a lot of times, we kind of get lost by the wayside, But I feel like times is changing. I feel like now a lot of more behind the scenes people are kind of, people are starting to like ask those questions like, oh, who did that? Who was responsible for that? How'd y'all come up with that? And that conversation is starting to lead to a little bit more exposure for the behind the scenes people. So
yeah, because we're very underrated. Very. I'll be watching.
You can definitely feel underappreciated sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll be watching, NFL films and stuff. Be watching like the players get NFL films has a job to do just like the players. It's the players. They have to play. It's their job to play, but NFL films is their job to get it all on camera, all on film.
Oh yeah.
So when they go to the sidelines, it's like they constantly getting cursed out by people. It's like Jesus Christ, like that man is just trying to do his job, just like you're on the field to do your job. They're just trying to put it on camera. They're just catching the visual of what you're doing. So it's like, why you giving that man shit?
Those football sidelines are like so ridiculous. I've done you ever you've like been on like sidelines of like NFL games and stuff, right?
Yeah, one more time, I'm sorry.
You've been on like the sidelines of like college and like college games and stuff, right?
No, I've never been on any sidelines. I wish I
no.
That's a dream of mine though. But I know, but I've seen it though.
Mm.
I've seen
Yo,
it.
I did. Do you know what a parab is?
No.
No. So a parab is you've seen it. Like everyone's seen it. If you watch any like football or live sports games, you've seen it. You just probably don't know what the hell it is. But it's basically like a big ass like plastic, almost ear looking thing.
Oh,
It's
that.
like a little
Okay, I know. Oh, I've seen what that
like
is.
circle, like half circle dome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've done that before. Like I've I've done parab for like college games and stuff. And it's funny because they advise you when you do it. They're like treat it like a camera, even though it's all just audio.
Yeah.
But there's like a specific point that you actually have to point, because even though it's like this big dome thing, there's one part that you actually have to point, and that's what actually gets your sound. So trying to get that, and because you're trying to get the player, so you're trying to get like the snaps, you're trying to get like the kicks, like you're trying to get like when the quarterback's calling plays.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to get that when you're behind other people. So you're constantly so when you brought up the whole sideline thing, being a parab, I'm like, you're constantly trying to move like between people, like, yo, excuse me, bro. Hey, can you move? Hey, I gotta get here. But it's all fun though. Like it's like if you get a chance to do it, definitely do it because it's fun as hell. But it can be kind of annoying, but that's life.
I bet it's like you have to navigate through people. So I get how that could be a challenge. And then you got a bunch of men. You got even the coaches and the players. They're like, get the fuck out the way.
Luckily, like the players are like they know like, okay, this is like, oh, this is equipment. Like we got to get out this dude's way. What's worse is like when you kind of cross paths with like the other production people, so like the photographers, like you really want to get like the hearing stuff, but like the photographer guy's like he has like his perfect shot. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to, you as someone who does photography, you know how hard it is to get that perfect shot. You don't want to mess up his job, and his money. So you're trying to like find a way to coexist on this crowded ass sideline.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, let's transition to something else. I wanted to ask you because I like being that you're a director. I think I gotta ask you this question. What do you think about the Academy Awards? Because
Academy Awards. I mean, it's cool. Like I can't say that I would not like to win one day, but at the end of the day, man, you just create art. Man, I feel like honestly, if I could just be a moderate success as far as like get my film in theaters and just have like general good fan reaction, I could really care less about Academy Awards. That's for sure. Like it's like, don't get me wrong, it'd be a cool thing to have, but
I'm only I guess I'm only asking that
like
because
all the other stuff, man.
Like because I feel that I feel like a lot of these movies, not every movie wins an Academy Award. It's like one specific type of movie. Like if I'm like, am I bugging, or do I have a point? Like
no, the Academy definitely they have their favorite niche films. Like they love like what's one? Anything with Meryl Streep. Like they love that.
They like
anything with Meryl Streep.
That's what they like.
Yeah, they like those. They like the slower paced films. They like your family dramas.
Yeah,
biopics are really big. Or typically those are usually typical go to. Yeah, especially if you touch on any kind of war film, that usually gets that usually gets a nod or two here.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel you.
I thought I was the only one because it's like anytime I because I never actually watched them because I think if I did, I think I'll snore too. I think I'll snore while I'm awake.
Yeah, they're getting better. Like what was it? I think the last the last one I remember I got really hyped for was like when Get Out won for like best original screenplay, and I felt like I was like, okay, of all the films that were nominated, I forgot what the other ones that were nominated were, but I was like, Get Out is possibly the most original thing I think I've ever seen in like the last like 5 years. So I was like, there's no way in hell this could lose, or this should lose best original screenplay. When it won, I was like, yes. I was like, we got one, coach. But I don't know. I just like to see good films get acknowledged. So like when they don't, you feel sad. You're like, oh man, like I wish I could have got some. But at the end of the day, it still would have been, its impact wouldn't have been made any lesser if it didn't win an Academy Award. So it's like it's a thing. Like it's cool to have it. I don't think it's necessary, to solidify your greatness with anything.
Yeah.
Or with film in general.
Yeah. Like, of course, as a filmmaker, of course that's a goal. That's supposed to be a goal.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like everyone, I want to say everyone, but I would like to think like everyone would like to have like, you look back on your career, your journey, and you just were like, yeah, I got it, man. I got the big one. Like I got an Oscar over there.
Like it took it took Leonardo DiCaprio like years, like decades to win his first award.
I still say, like, I'm really happy he got it. I still say I felt like they just gave it to him though for The Revenant. Not saying he didn't do a good job, because he did amazing, and the Revenant's actually really good. Have you seen it? Did you watch it?
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I got actually sit down on it because my friend was watching it.
The Revenant. Okay, The Revenant is long as hell. So if you say you haven't seen it all, I totally get it. It's a long as hell movie. It's really good though. But I still say that, oh man, I really wanted him to get something for Wolf of Wall Street, because I think like he is so phenomenal, like just acting wise. I get like that movie is kind of it's either you love it or you hate it kind of film. It's very what's the word to say? Like has a very split fan base. I'll say it like that. But I don't know, man. That's one of my favorite roles that he's done, and I really thought he should have got something for that. But he's still happy he got something for Revenant. It's a great movie. All that. Sorry, I had to go off on that tangent there, but continue.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yo, I saw you playing. Real quick, I saw you playing "Broke Boys," the music video. Appreciate that.
You directed that one too?
I did. I directed. Yeah, all the SwerveCity music videos.
I didn't know.
Directed and shot. Really?
I didn't know you directed that one. That's dope.
Yeah. Directed and shot that one. Yeah, directed and shot all those music videos on there. It's funny because I think I mentioned.
You know what?
What's up?
No, before you continue, because I always want now that you tell me that, because I was gonna ask TZ this, now I can ask you. That scene when he stepped off the bus. How did you do that one? How many takes it took you to do that? How many takes?
One. Okay, so one take.
Oh man, that was awesome.
I have plenty of behind the scenes stories on a music video shoot. I have plenty of behind the scenes stories. But yeah, so the bus one, it's funny because we were literally at one point just walking around the neighborhood, just walking around St. Pete, just kind of thinking of ideas of what we could shoot. Just true guerrilla filmmaking at its finest. Yeah. And so we stopped at a bus stop. I'm just getting whatever shots I can, just get whatever that I think would be interesting to use for this music video shoot. And then TZ's like, hey, I think the bus is gonna pull up soon. He's like, I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna talk to him. He's like, it'll be cool because the music video is called Broke Boys. The song's called Broke Boys. We're trying to portray brokenness.
Oh yeah.
And so TZ was So the concept in TZ's mind, he was like, hey, I think I'm gonna try and get on the bus. I'm not gonna have any money. So then I'm gonna get off the bus. I want you to film all that. And I'm just like, okay, that'll work. Let's try it. Bus pulls up, TZ walks on. I'm literally like just in plain view of the driver with a camera pointed right at him. a camera pointed right at him and TZ. So the driver is looking like what the hell y'all? What are y'all planning? I think he's thinking he about to get set up, and I'm just like, nah, bro, just relax. We just trying to get this like footage is going towards a music video. It's harmless. Like you ain't gotta worry. And the bus driver is just on edge, and TZ's just like walks up. He goes, "Hey, how much you get on the bus?" And the dude's like, he's like 3 something, and TZ just walks off. And then like the dude just looks and slowly closes the door and drives off. And then I'm like, "Hey, TZ, just turn towards the bus and throw your hands up." And then that's how we that's why like when the bus driver off, TZ has his hands up and he's just walking off. And I'm like, yo, I think that bus driver thought we were gonna prank him or something because he just looked so uncomfortable. Poor guy.
Wow. No, because
oh man,
I've seen that video quite a few times. But normally, because normally I'll just put it in my headphones so I can listen to the audio.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with the video, but sometimes I put my phone down and I'll be doing other stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I do for meditation at night. So I happen to look at the video and I happen to look at that part again. I'm like, wait a minute, how the hell did you do that?
Yo, that whole video was just straight guerrilla filmmaking. we just got shots wherever we could. It was just awesome. Yeah, man.
Because I've been a part of one video shoot. That was the shout out to my guy Rated R.
Oh,
we shot a music video right by the Pum Memorial here in the Bronx.
Okay.
Then we went to the famous Joker stairs.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that's here in the Bronx. That's actually on 167th Street. For those of you who live in the Bronx, I know exactly where that's at. So yeah, we went there.
Didn't somebody? What happened? Because when like that movie, The Joker came out, I remember everyone was like taking photos, and stuff and videos and all that of the stuff. But isn't that in like kind of like a sketchy area?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, that area by Yankee Stadium.
In the Bronx, and like someone.
Go ahead.
you shouldn't be there. Okay, but like, didn't somebody like someone threw like paint or food at somebody or something? It was I don't know. It was funny.
Eggs,
I should say that was eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was.
He was standing on like that. The block he was standing on was Anderson Avenue, I believe.
Okay.
I think that's the strip that's basically up the stairs.
Okay.
And somebody was throwing eggs at the people that was there.
Oh damn.
And I'm like, wow.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that. That's not funny.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it did piss me off because it's like, bro, it's like I get it from his standpoint because it's like, it's like, okay, you're not putting anything in your you're not putting anything there, and this is where we live, and you're treating this as like, But then again, I see the other side. It's like they shot this here, so of course people's gonna go there, like people who tourists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna go take a picture there.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be a dick to them.
True. Very true.
Yeah, but I can get both sides. It's like we live. It's like okay, we live here every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes people have to walk down those stairs just to get to the 4 train. Some people have to walk up them stairs just to get back home. So it's like those stairs. They shoot a lot of movies by those stairs. Actually, like that's not the Joker movie. Is not the first movie. It just got superhero movies. They get, well, my opinion from what I personally see. Maybe you disagree. They get more notoriety than other movies. Because they shot. Let me see. I think it's
they're definitely the.
Yeah. Like you ever seen King of New York?
They're definitely the hot. Like they're. No. I know of the film. Let's listen. I have like a long list of films I should have seen and are going to get to. On it.
I think that movie came out like 91 and 92. It's a hood movie. It's a gangster movie.
Yeah.
They shot they shot a lot of movies near those stairs because we have a lot. Like, see, we have a lot of stairs that looks like that because the Bronx is it's a hill. There's one big ass hill.
Okay.
We have a lot of hills, so it's like the further west you go, that's where you go to. That's where those stairs are at.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
So yeah, so like I said, people walk there every day. People go to work. Some people be getting killed there.
Oh, damn. Shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But so it's like you're here and you're not going to go to the bodega. You're not going to put your money into the stuff that's around here. You're just going to go take pictures and you can just go to your big ass house wherever the hell you live at. That's basically his state of mind. That's why he threw those eggs because it's annoying. I never seen you guys around here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro really did throw the eggs. That's crazy.
Wait. You just launched them too. I'm like, wow. You're gonna really be like that. You just whatever negative they're saying about you, you're proving that point. At that point, you don't have to stoop to their level. You just let them do what they do, and you can't control it. You're not the police.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure nobody cares. Nobody cares neither. I don't care whether they take pictures there or not. People going to shoot a lot of other movies there now that they shot the Joker movie.
Yeah, we live in like a very I don't want to say, I guess, like impressionable society.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're like, or Joker will take photos in the area. Oh, it's in a dangerous neighborhood. Ooh, even better. Like more clout for social media or whatever dumb stuff that people do nowadays. But I get it. You're tired of these clout chasers and these other people and dude not from here, doing all your stuff. But also at the same time, you can't just go around throwing eggs at people, man. Like, come on, man. How much you would just waste it. Damn
yeah,
shame.
you could have fried those eggs, man.
You could have fried those eggs, man. You tripping.
Yeah, or you could have threw it in a cop car or some shit. But you gonna throw it at random people?
What if he meant to throw it at a cop car and just like he had?
Oh, you know what? That actually reminds me of Semi-Pro when Woody Harrelson's character he stormed out the freaking arena and he kicked a random car and it happens to be a cop car. I was crying. I don't know about you, but when I watch movies and stuff, I like when spontaneous stuff like that happens because I'm not expecting it. Like,
no, I definitely.
Go ahead.
Oh man, if you can just make your film memorable, it doesn't have to be amazing. If you just have me just remember it, and just have something like a moment that I will cherish and never forget for the rest of my life, that would be awesome. You ever see the most random film about the name? You ever seen the movie? I think is it called Marley and Me with like the crappy aliens, like the crappy alien family?
Nah, I've heard about it. I just never seen it.
You ever seen it? Okay, you don't really need to watch. You don't really need to watch the movie because it's quite terrible. You need to watch the ending though, because the ending is like one of the most jarring endings I think I've ever seen to a quote unquote children's film I've ever seen, or children's family film I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Watch the extended version. I guarantee you won't. You will not see what. You will not believe what you're about to watch. What you watch.
Sometimes
when you watch that ending, because you're just like, who thought this was a good idea?
I'll be catching myself watching random stuff like that on Netflix. Like the most random thing that I've ever seen on there was a movie called Thanksgiving.
That sounds like something me and my cousin would watch, like 2 a.m. Friday night. Ain't got nothing going on. Wayne got Waffle House, and we're just about to watch and laugh at really bad old movie or bad B movies, like low budget films.
Yes. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be watching a lot of
Thanksgiving.
those drinks. Them drinks is funny. Like
Those are hilarious.
Thanksgiving is a killer turkey going around slaying people.
Oh damn! It's
Like,
actually a turkey.
Yes, it says a Thanksgiving turkey. It's called Thanksgiving. That's the most random shit that I've seen on Netflix. Gobble gobble, motherfucker.
Oh my god!
He'll say that right before he chops somebody's head off, and I'm like, bruh.
That is hysterical.
Yes,
what's
it's hilarious. And like, I need to watch this movie again. This time I have to watch it smacked, because I've never seen it smacked. I always seen it sober.
Did you watch? Did you see? Is it called Santa's Sleigh with like Bill Goldberg, like the wrestler Goldberg?
Oh God, I honestly couldn't finish it.
You couldn't finish.
I couldn't finish that shit.
I don't think, honestly, if you did finish it, you probably wouldn't even remember what happened. Because I've seen the movie and I couldn't tell you what the hell happened. I just remember he kills Fran Drescher in like the first like 15 minutes of the movie.
Mm-hmm. In fact, come to think of it, speaking of wrestlers, Batista's movie, the wrong side of town. You ever seen that one?
Is that the one he did with RVD?
Yeah. RVD and Ja Rule. In fact, spoiler alert, I doubt y'all go watch this movie anyway, but Batista blew Ja Rule's brains out.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of like a warrior team, like they're chasing RVD or something with some guys. He's like doing karate and stuff. I love that movie.
Yeah. I thought the movie was dope. Batista himself didn't like the movie though.
Oh, you didn't like Batista in it?
Because that was his first movie.
Oh, really?
Yes. He said on a podcast, I think with Lillian Garcia.
Okay.
He mentioned that movie being his first movie. He said he did not like it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like he's actually not an A-list. I don't know if they would consider him an A-lister, but he's like really made a name for himself with a lot of roles. I mean, he's really in some like huge movies. Obviously like Guardians. You think of like the Guardians of the Galaxy franchises, Star franchise, and then he's in that that new movie that's based off the book series. That's a huge movie. He's in that. He's just in a whole gang of giants, man. It's cool. It's cool to see like that. We were talking about like crossing over and like mixing like entertainment, different like realms of entertainment. It's cool to see like wrestlers, more wrestlers cracking into that acting or that Hollywood niche.
As far as wrestlers, like which one do you think is the best out of all of them as far as ones that transition from the WWE to film? You got the John Cena's, you got Batista.
I think The Rock will always just be like my personal favorite. Because like The Rock is just, I love all his movies. I don't know, he's just such a charismatic guy. And then just like you'll just watch him just to see.
What's your favorite?
Like he has that my favorite? Ooh.
Yeah, your favorite Rock movie.
Favorite Rock movie. I'm gonna go with an old like a classic. This is kind of before The Rock really this is kind of really before that he is now in Hollywood. Did you ever see that movie Walking Tall?
Yeah, that was one of his first.
It's like an early Rock film.
Yeah, early 2000s.
I don't know. It's just that one that was really cool. I really like just like that old. I really just like the small town setting. It's like this real self-contained story, just a small town and just corruption in this small town with like a sawmill and just a Rock coming around beating up people with 2x4s. Just can't beat it, man. It's awesome.
I think my favorite one is What? Wow, I had it. I had it on my tip. That was on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Gridiron Gang. That's my favorite one.
That's another really good one.
That's
Yeah,
my
yeah, that's a
favorite
really good
one.
one.
Cause you know what it is? The first few that he came out with, like Walking Tall, then the Scorpion King, got the rundown. Like watching them, it's like, okay, I feel like I'm watching a Rock on screen. The actual the wrestler The Rock. So it's like it took me a while to, get that out of my head until I saw Gridiron Gang, because when I seen that one,
Yeah,
I didn't feel like I was watching Dwayne Johnson The Rock. I felt like I was watching somebody else. The actual football.
that one was that was a little different because that one has like a little bit more emotional gravitas as opposed to like the earlier films that you mentioned, like the Rundown, all those. Like a lot of those are just kind of like, you can kind of just watch it, and if you want to throw into like the turn off your brain category, like just kind of just watch like action and just people just being goofy and silliness and stuff. This one, Gridiron Gang had like a lot more gravitas. Like it felt real, like with like the like football. Like I honestly didn't expect that movie to be as like not I won't say depressing, but like as serious as it was. Like I was like, oh man, this is gonna be like Remember the Titans. Like Remember the Titans, even though it dealt with like prejudice, it still had like a very hopeful kind of vibe to it. And this one was just kind of like, yeah, the hope's there, but there's a lot of BS that you kind of got to move through to get to it and all that stuff. And it was like, oh damn, this is like a little more serious. So yeah, that, The Rock had to put a little bit more emotion into his performance with that one.
Yeah.
That I think helped you kind of move past to seeing the Rocky persona and just seeing him as an actor, or the wrestling persona and seeing him as an actor. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, you ever seen Doom?
I've seen Doom. Oh man, I've seen Doom. I remember
Shoulder your fucking weapon, soldier.
Okay, hold up. Oh damn.
No, that was one of the first time I heard him cuss in a movie like that. Like drop F-bombs. That was the first one I ever heard him drop F-bombs. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, my AirPods just died. But yeah. So yeah, I remember we rented Doom because this like that movie came out around the time Doom 3 came out, the video game.
Yeah, it came out in 05. Yep.
Yeah. Came out around the time Doom 3 came out. And I remember I played Doom 3 and I freaking loved it. I thought it was an amazing game. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait for the movie. And then we get the movie and we're watching it. And I'm like, this is a lot different from what I thought it was gonna be. And then but it was cool. Like at least the first person scene, that's pretty cool. The first person.
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah. Thought that was gonna be a lot more of what the film we were going for was, but you live, you learn. I think how like you say like you feel like comic book movies or like comic book movies is now the big trend.
Yeah.
I somehow feel like video game movies is going to be that next niche that I think once like Hollywood really starts quote unquote getting it right, I think that's going to be like the next influx of films you start seeing, because we're already getting like a crap ton of like adaptations for like shows and stuff. So like The Last of Us is getting like a TV show. Ghost of Tsushima, which is another video game, which is a great video game. If you haven't played it, definitely check it out. That's getting a movie now. I think I just saw that news article. So I think that's going to be like the next hot adaptation property that Hollywood starts to kind of dabble in and play around with is video games.
Yeah. I mean, they actually tried it with Max Payne.
I did not see that one. How was it?
That movie blew.
Oh, it was bad.
Blew.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you why it blew. Because I'm a
Max
Max
it was the Angel Wings for me, bro.
Yeah, I'm a Max Payne fan.
Likewise.
Yes. Oh, so you know about the franchise.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna be an awesome conversation. Yeah, I've been a fan since part 1. I played part 1 to the very last one, which is part 3. So when they brung it out, I'm like, wait a minute. How do you? First of all, the casting of it sucked.
Oh yeah,
Because
I think Mark Wahlberg was gonna be a good
Max Payne. First of all, I love Mark Wahlberg, but not for Max Payne. That's number one.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah. I could definitely see that.
And number two, I can't get over the fact that they casted Ludacris to play Deputy Chief Jim Barbara. Why?
I never saw the movie, so I never knew Ludacris was in the movie.
Why?
Oh damn! Yeah, that's hilarious.
Like, I'm so stuck on that to this day. I'm stuck on the fact that they casted Ludacris to play Jim Barbara. I guess you could call him an Irish American cop. You casted a black man to do that. Not that I'm against black people like getting some sort of some roles, but not that one. Why?
I don't know, bro. Yeah,
that makes no sense.
Did he at least do how was he?
Being that I've seen a video game,
I'm just looking at your face.
That I think my face can tell it all because I'm trying not to shit on him because I love Ludacris.
Oh, likewise.
Yeah, but me being honest,
he wasn't feeling it. He just wasn't feeling it.
He wasn't the right person for that role. Not that one.
See, Ludacris. I don't know if I can see Ludacris playing a. I don't. Well, hold on. I can see him playing it. I don't know if I can take him serious as like a police sergeant.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know. I don't think I can see it. He does well with his. I love the Fast and Furious movies though. Like the more ridiculous and over the top they get, like the more I love those films. Those are really just fun films just to put on and just laugh. Just
honestly,
just laugh at how ridiculous it gets.
You know what? You're right because I'm thinking about it like this. I guess with me, I want them to just stop making Fast and Furious films. Just stop. Stop.
They gotta fail, bro. They make too much money.
Yeah, but if you what you saying what you just said, if you like it for what it is is just some like you said, a goofy something you put random shit.
Listen,
a random race movie, then that's what it is. They're gonna keep on coming out with them, just like Sharknado.
Oh man, Sharknado. I've never seen any of those movies, but I get it. I get the audience. I get the appeal.
They're goofy
and I just find it
movies.
hilarious as they got that one little niche that Sharknado wasn't. I mean, it was a success. It wasn't like an Avengers success.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like how like even just like word of mouth and just that niche market is enough to just they keep cranking out sequels and people, whoever just was like, there's no justification for a Sharknado 5, but I'm gonna watch it because I know I'm gonna see some ridiculous stuff and I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah.
So,
like back to the Fast and Furious movies. I'm like, I watch them. I watch them even though I know it. Even though I know what I'm going to see.
You know what you're going to see.
Like to put it in perspective, the first Fast and Furious movie came out in 2001.
Yes.
And we're in 2021.
It's still going.
And it's still going.
Still going.
You know how many tragedies happen between now and then?
How many world events?
Oh man.
Damn. This franchise has literally survived 2 decades. That's ridiculous. Yes. That's crazy.
Yes. Like
it's like you can start making comparisons. I'm gonna piss somebody off with this, but you can start making comparisons to Star Wars. It survived the test of time.
Yeah, Star Wars came out in 77.
77, still going.
Yeah.
Never gonna stop. I'm
just
starting
like
to feel that way about the Fast
and
Furious franchise.
Just like Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Like Star Wars.
Just like LeBron James.
They was both born in 77. Still going on.
27 LeBron James will still be in a finals somehow against whoever's hot around that time. Whoever's the new hot young blood.
Yeah.
they're gonna split a series.
You know what? Shout out to my boy V. He made it. This is a good point right here.
Have you ever noticed that a wrestler always hit a wrestling move in their films? Hey man, you know what you came to see.
Mm-hmm. I think it was a rundown. I think he gave somebody the rock bottom on the club floor.
Yeah, let's see how many
rock bottom that dude on the club floor. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
You see, that was what made me like took so long for me to even stop watching him as the Rock and watch him as another actor.
But when you're doing when you're doing when you're trying to shed your persona, your wrestling like you're trying to ask someone to take you serious as an actor and to not see you as your wrestling persona.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard for them to do that when you bring your wrestling persona with you into the film and actually do moves. But at the same time, I guess they were like they knew what you were there for. You're there to see The Rock. You're there to see The Rock do The Rock stuff. And I will say, speaking, we were talking about Fast and Furious. I popped so hard in Fast and Furious 6. That's my favorite Fast and Furious movie. When I think it's like The Rock and Vin Diesel, they're doing this like kind of tornado tag fight with like this real big Russian dude. And
I remember that one.
And Robert Shaw, and like I think The Rock like holds the dude on the shoulder, or The Rock holds like the big Russian dude on the shoulders, and Vin Diesel like clotheslines him.
Yeah.
Or I think or vice versa. I think Vin Diesel holds the guy up and The Rock like clotheslines him. Dude, it's just like I'm like, dude, it's wrestling. I was like, how we got wrestling in Fast and Furious? This is awesome. I was like, this is amazing. This is
they put everything in there.
It's everything. Like you literally have everything. You have that. You have like the great, particularly Fast and Furious Part 6. You have like Gina Rodriguez going up against Gina Gargano. Is that her name? Or not Gina Gargano? What's her name? It's an MMA chick. I can't think of her name, but she was on The Mandalorian. Well, not anymore, but But yeah, you have that, and then so many great scenes. Yeah. You have the infamous tank scene where Letty and Vin Diesel both get launched over like off a bridge, and like Vin Diesel saves her literally by crashing into her, and they move and like crash lands on a car. Oh man, Fast and Furious 6 is amazing.
And then you got the runway scene. I don't know if it's in Fast 6 or Fast 7, but that was really
what scene?
The airport runway scene.
Yep, that's 6. That's 6. Yep, the 30-minute runway scene.
Yeah, that shit felt mad long.
I loved every minute of it. I'm like, this is great. Like this is great.
Yeah, like after a while, it's like when are they gonna stop?
I don't think they'll probably stop like the main franchise and just do like spin-offs. So like Hobbs and Shaw. Like we'll probably get like more movies like that.
I have to see that.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It's literally like if you're even like a remote fan of the Fast and Furious franchise, it fits right in. It fits right in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what do you think about those paranormal activity movies? Those movies blew.
I have never seen a single paranormal activity movie. I have not seen like the found footage horror genre. It's cool because like there's some really unique ones that like some people have done some like really cool stuff with them. But yeah, that found footage genre film scene was never my forte, really. The only one I think I actually really liked was the one that Michael B. Jordan was in. It was like it had like the superheroes, and the one kid became like a supervillain. Can't think of what it's called right now. It's like I'm having like terrible brain farts. Like I get like that. I think it's gonna get worse when I get older. I'm be forgetting kids' names, like grandkids' names. Be like, oh, what's your name, Billy? Billy, Joel. What's your name? Dick Juan. Bring some water. I already could tell, bro. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
God forbid. I'm gonna say God forbid. Not But yeah, man. I can't. Yeah, the Paranormal Activity movies, like I never was a big fan of them personally.
I actually
they weren't for me. I should say they weren't for me.
they're not for me neither, honestly, because I tried to sit there. I actually went to the movies back in 2011 and watched one of them, and I was bored.
The word.
I was bored as I was bored. Like I'm trying to figure out what is the point. What is supposed to be the point of this movie? It's supposed to make me jump. Like, huh? Like,
well, it's funny because like
some scenes made me laugh though, made me chuckle.
Of course.
Yeah. My ex-girlfriend got mad at me because she thought that she claims that I thought everything is funny because I was laughing at that. I'm like,
at the movie?
It doesn't scare me. What do you want me to do?
Yo,
it doesn't move me like that.
I got cursed out by some random chick, or this random lady. She was with her family, and she cursed me out because we went. Okay, so me and my friends we went and saw Terminator Genesis.
Okay.
And I was laughing at the movie, like the logistics of it, everything just made me laugh, and I'm just like, this is hilarious, and I didn't really care for the movie. I'm gonna be real. The movie's kind of cheeks. So I was laughing at it. It was pretty bad. And that was I tried to get whatever enjoyment I could get out the film. And this chick, she walks up. She goes, so me and my friends, you get out the movies, you stand around in front of the theater, and you talk a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're doing that, and this chick, she walks up. She goes, "Way to laugh at." She's like, "Way to ruin the movie because you kept freaking laughing at everything, asshole." And like she like walked off, and she's like with her like dad, and mom, and I'm just like, you're just gonna let your 17-year-old or whoever the hell this daughter just like curse out a random stranger? Like that was like, what's wrong with you? Like what kind of parenting? What kind of parenting is this?
And what kind of movie was this? Was it a comedy or was it?
Oh, Terminator Genesis.
Oh my bad. It was Terminator. My bad. For some reason, like that story when you told me the story. It made me forget what's the name of the movie because I'm like, you was laughing. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, Terminator.
No, I know I'm not the only one now because I have dark humor. So when I look at stuff, when I watch stuff like that, and I see somebody getting their brains blown out or whatever, I laughed.
Oh no! Well, Terminator Genesis is terrible for a whole nother reason because
oh god,
it's actually not violent. It's I think
I never seen it, so I wouldn't know.
It's PG-13. I'm pretty sure it's a PG-13 Terminator movie, and it's literally people just running around shooting stuff, just shooting at something that's bulletproof for 2 hours. It makes no sense. I'm just like, listen, you shot at it when you first saw it. You're shooting at it now. It's making no difference. Like, there's no point to what you're doing. And the plan doesn't make sense. The time travel stuff don't make sense. I think they spoiled the big twist was that I'm gonna spoil the movie. John Connor.
Yeah, nobody's gonna give a damn anyway.
Yeah. Trust me, it's been out for like over 5 years, and I wouldn't recommend you watch it anyway. Anyway, it's been out for like is John Connor in this one is like the bad dude. Like he sins. It's supposed to be like a soft reboot.
Yeah.
But it's so bad that like it's supposed to be like a soft reboot, but it reminds you of the original, which is a better movie, 10 times over a better movie. And you're just like, now I just want to go watch the original. Like, why are you reminding me of things that the other movies did better? And you're trying to, but at the same time, you're trying to be this pinnacle jumping off point for the franchise to continue.
Yeah.
But the film is not even good. So like you're trying to do so much, you're forgetting to make a good film. Terminator Genesis is bad, bro. I'm sorry. It is bad.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say that.
Glad I didn't see it. I mean, it's like some people have different reactions to it. You thought it was funny because remember, you're a director, so you're looking at it from one perspective, and she's looking at it from another. Like she's talking about, oh, you ruined the movie. No, the movie blew.
The movie ruined itself. The
movie. He didn't ruin the movie for laughing. The movie just was terrible.
The movie was bad.
You just wanted to take it out on somebody because you wasted your money. That's what it is. Take accountability. You wasted your money. I wasted money on a movie called Cookout that came out in 2004. It happens.
Oh man.
And no, not even that. That's not even the worst movie I wasted my money on. Rollerball is definitely by
Yo, Rollerball was so bad. Yo, oh man, I've never seen like a movie that like had so much going for it. It just turned out just like a freaking train wreck.
Yeah.
Oh man, I did not go to movies to go see it. I remember I wanted to, but we rented it, and this was we rented it. I remember watching it. And I'm just like, what are we doing? This movie just makes no sense.
Don't. Oh yeah,
Paul
Terminator.
Heyman's
They
like
did
a
make that into
freaking
show.
commentator in it, and he's kind of like the best part.
Yeah. By the way, I never seen the show, and I never had any intentions of watching that show.
What show?
Terminator. They put it on. Remember they put it on Fox.
Yeah, the Sarah something Chronicles, the Sarah Chronicles. I heard it was actually pretty good, but I didn't watch it, and that's probably why it went off air. Why I got canceled after like a couple seasons. I didn't watch it. Apparently, no one else did either. That's so sad.
Yeah, poor babies.
Yeah, poor Sarah Connor Chronicles. I think is what it's called. The Sarah Connor. I can't speak.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah, that was a tongue twister. I can't believe I said that clear. I'll stumble. And I'm not gonna say it again because I might do it the next time.
Yeah, you're like, I got it the first time. That's good enough for me. That's cool.
Yeah, that's good.
I got you.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah, I can't say it fast though. Say that 3 times fast.
That's probably another reason why I got canceled too. They probably should.
It's gonna sound like I'm saying crack 3 times.
Sarah Sarah Crohn's disease. Sarah Crohn's. Like, what the fuck? Sarah Chrono Trigger. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing right now? I gotta represent the brand.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Connor Chronicles. See, Connor Chronicles.
The Sarah Chronic.
The Chronic. The third Chronic. You smoke
you watch 2 episodes of the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and you get a free.
You get some free Chronic.
You get oh god, that'll be the oddest marketing choice that will get so many people arrested because you actually got to register to get the weed delivered to you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I feel like that'd be a setup. I would not trust that deal at all. Be like, get free
Chronicles.
I don't know about that one, bro. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch the show. Y'all keep that. Yeah, y'all got a poster y'all can send me or something, something less incriminating. You can send my ass.
Oh man, but let me ask you this though. The transition from back to the SwerveCity Podcast.
Oh.
Yes, because I was gonna I forgot to ask you this. The transition from YouTube to WWE. Tell me how that transition was. What was the difference between doing it then and doing it now?
So when we got the call that they were gonna put us on the network, we were really excited, but then also kind of nervous too because we were just like, oh man, it's real different when we make our stuff, we do the best we can, we put it on YouTube, but then we're kind of starting to second guess hey, how can we make this look better? Because it's going to be on the network. It's going to be, this is a different level. So that was kind of the biggest change or the biggest challenge was trying to figure out how we can just make everything better, how to make it look better, how to have better, maybe how to construct the show better, better topics, stuff like that. Just kind of to show that we not only do we fit in here, that we belong here. We belong, our stuff belongs on a WWE platform, like the network and stuff like that. So that was honestly the biggest. And then with that, we had to, I think I mentioned this earlier, off air, but we had to, in doing so, in making our product look better, we had to basically work with bigger files, shout out to Mike the Goat for doing taking care of all that for us. If I hope he doesn't mind me putting it out there, on on a computer that was kind of on its last leg. Mike was editing TV, like stuff made for TV. And for those who don't know, like your camera or editing stuff for YouTube and editing stuff for actual like a television grade quality, like the file size alone is absolutely like the file size difference is ridiculous.
I can imagine.
And to use like to actually edit with that, and it's a lot more time consuming on the software and hardware that he was editing on that was like really on its last leg. It's like a damn miracle that we actually got through it, like got through our first season like as cleanly as we did.
Wow.
But it was awesome, man. It was awesome. But that's awesome. That's what makes filmmaking what it is, because it's really taking what you got and making magic with it, you know.
Like, where do you put the stuff at? Do y'all have like a desktop or a laptop?
We have a desktop. We have Mike's our main editor, and he has a desktop.
Okay.
And he used that to do the edit, and not only does he edit, like he does like graphic designs and all that stuff, like for the show, like all like the chit trap, like our transitions, transition titles, like he makes all that. Like, dude does a lot.
Yeah.
I know like we're interviewing me, but the reason I shout him out and the reason I shout out X is because
it's fine. Shout them all out.
Yeah,
they're the unsung heroes.
No, yeah. The reason I like to bring them up is because what we all do is like very important, and we all have a distinct role, but it's how we all come together and how we all play off each other and how our work plays off of each other too. Like, I'll shoot something in a specific way because I just know it'll help Mike out, on the editing platform, so that also goes into different like decisions that I make, and just working within the team, just doing what you can to make each other's jobs easier. That's how we roll.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Like, how is it being like how is it how do you feel shooting, capturing all that stuff? Because we see it on YouTube,
it's
we
crazy
see it on the WWE network. How is that feeling?
It feels great, man. Like, honestly, when we got the call that we were going to be on the network, it was like, oh damn, like now we got like the official validation from we had like all our guests, like WWE guests and stuff, who would like be like, hey, that was really fun, when can I come back? I really want to work with y'all again. We got validation from them, but now it's like, oh man, we got like the validation from like the big house, like from WWE. Like they like think our stuff is dope, and they want us to represent the network. Like, that feeling is still crazy, and it still feels weird telling people, like when I like tell my mom and them, like, hey, y'all can watch our stuff on the WWE network, and they're like, what? Like, and I was just like, yeah, like when I first told them, they were like, yo, that's crazy. And I mean, I know to some people they're like, oh, it's WWE network, it's not that exciting. It's cool it's exciting for us, like for someone who's like grown up watching it. And again, it's just funny how like life, like it's just crazy because you never know directions that life is going to take you.
First of all,
that's awesome.
Whoever said that, I smacked the fire out them with my hand, because to get your platform on any major network, I don't care if it's WWE network, I don't care if it's ESPN, Fox, CBS, NBC. They get any of your stuff on a network like that, that's an accomplishment.
Very.
Not everybody can say that.
Very true.
Everybody's like goal initially is to go mainstream with whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. Now, if you decided down the road that you know what, maybe my stuff is not going to be mainstream, so I'm going to try my best to just stay here. and just make do with what I have and get notoriety that way. If you said that, then I'll be like, you know what, cool, because you're admitting that to yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're just saying that just because, you're lying, you're being disingenuous. Because part of everybody's end game is to go mainstream. Like my main goal is to go further than here. Your main goal is to probably go to Hollywood or go to Tyler Perry Studios or be independent on your own.
Yeah.
So everybody has to aim to the highest goal. The highest goal is to go mainstream.
Yeah. Well, you definitely want to just you just want to grow into your field. Like you just want to grow and okay, I did this. What's next? Okay, I accomplished this. What's next? You want to strive. You want to stay striving to top yourself. Okay, so I directed this music video with this person. Hey, maybe if I can get something with this person, maybe later, you always want to continue to top yourself, because if you don't, you're just gonna get bored. Like you want to you want to have like continuing goals and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why most people leave jobs, because they're bored as shit.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to be the same thing for the rest of their life. And as soon as you the smart thing to do is, as soon as you know that whatever ceiling that they got for you, not the ceiling that you like, because everybody's ceiling everybody mindset, their ceilings should be high.
Mhm.
But when you go to certain jobs, like if you work retail, whatever ceiling you have is the ceiling they put there for you. So as soon as you figure out that the ceiling they did give you is not going to be high, and it's like the size of a Barbie house, then it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
It's time for you to breathe.
More retail. I know a thing or two about retail, boy. Tell me. I'll tell you.
Because I did a whole rant on me and my boy V. That's in the comments. That's a shout out to him. Like we did a show with each other. We worked together.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we worked together. So we told stories about what happened at our jobs, and we left. I'm not currently. I'm not doing that right now. I'm done.
I feel that.
I'm done.
If bro, customer service, I'll tell you, customer service is, oh my goodness, that's that's a whole beast in itself.
Yeah.
I can say, if there's one good thing I can definitely say about customer service, is it definitely teaches you how to deal with people, which
It
is really
does.
big in our profession, the entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
And like many different types of people, because trust me, you're gonna meet many different types of people in customer service. So I can honestly say that things I've learned as far as like how to move and maneuver and like maintain good relationships with different types of personalities. I will say I did get my start in that in customer service, and I've used that to like transition into the entertainment aspect business and stuff.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to show you people skills.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you definitely do.
Yeah, and you
And
come to
patience.
realize, it does.
Teach you
It
patience too.
does teach you the art of patience.
Oh boy.
Like not just with with customers, but with your coworkers, management.
Oh yeah.
It teaches you how to communicate with different types of people.
Oh yes.
So in customer service, you got you got the nice people, and then you got the asshats.
Yeah.
So
You do. Yeah, man. And then you also have just some totally out there people that you're just like, man, how the hell did you get a job here? You have those people. But I don't know, man. I love it. I love it all the same.
Like, how do you get this job, man?
How'd you get over work here, bro? I think you should be home collecting a check.
Exactly.
You a little walking right now.
And then you got the ones that don't, that claims, oh, if you don't, like, okay, it was one time where, let me see, I forgot what I was gonna say, but pretty much in a nutshell, is like you got people who just don't want to come to work, and they just, and people know,
Yeah.
they don't get fired because I guess they need them for something. Like it's crazy.
Dude.
Well, yeah, that's what retail taught me. It taught me how to deal with people.
That's
It
what's
teaches
up, man.
most people. It teaches most people who because remember, and what we do, we sell stuff.
Yeah.
We have to sell ourselves.
Yep.
And we have to sell whatever whatever you're a director, you're selling yourself as well as the SwerveCity Podcast
Mm-hmm.
and promoting WWE.
Yes, sir.
So it's great. I'm actually proud. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of TZ. Like y'all doing a damn thing.
Oh man, really appreciate that. Thank you,
Y'all
sir.
doing a damn thing.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
We're just trying to make the hood proud, man. Trying to bring the hood with us.
Yeah. Don't bring the whole entire hood because not everybody deserves it.
No, not the entire hood. Just like the good essence, the good upbringings of the hoods.
Yeah, just the ones that wanted to put in the work. Those are the people you look out for. Everybody else, fuck them.
That's crazy.
It's
crazy.
Like,
and we're all right, man. I gotta head out in a little bit, but
yeah,
any other,
I'm about to wrap.
You want to head out real quick? Any other questions you want to ask real quick?
Oh nah, we just got to cover it. Damn it, we just about cover everything. We talked about movies. We talked about the SwerveCity Podcast. You gave me some good insight. It was awesome having you on.
Dude, next time I come on, bro, I'm at the I wanted to get more into like the let me tell a story real quick. Let me tell a couple more stories about the Broke Boys music video shoot. All right.
Oh, please do.
Broke Boy music video shoot. I threw my back out. My back was damn near useless the entire music video shoot. Now, mind you, we shot like 80%, 90% of that music video on a gimbal. So I actually have to hold the gimbal and actually hold it steady. We open like the music video opens up with like a long like hallway kind of tracking shot. Bro, when I said that was like the hardest shoot to like do because like my back is like mad strained and I have to like just kind of hold it steady. So like I'm trying to like not like make any certain moves, which is real hard because you're like my back's like about to give out. I'm just like holding the gimbal. I'm just like, bro, all right. And Mike's like helping out. He's like producing for me, and he's like, hey, bro, do you need me to get it? And my pride and ego like wouldn't let me hand over the camera. So I'm just like, nah, bro, I'm gonna thug it out. I'm gonna be all right. I got it. Meanwhile, I'm like damn near in tears because like the damn like the freaking the slip disc or whatever, the strain in my back is like crazy. But yeah, man, that was just funny. That's just like a funny story I just like to tell people. Like
I definitely have to bring you back on so we can actually host a show talking about whatever. Like,
hey, I appreciate that, bro.
A lot of shit.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on, bro. This was fun.
No problem. And y'all been well. Before we sign off, tell everybody where they can find you and where they can find the SwerveCity Podcast.
Oh, well, I ain't really about that, but yeah, SwerveCity Podcast. We're on all social medias, YouTube. Right now, we're just posting stuff on YouTube. For right now, but YouTube / or is it / or /? Oh yeah, YouTube / SwerveCity Podcast. Follow us on all social medias. Just type in SwerveCity Podcast, it'll pop up. I think it's like SwerveCity Podcast official for Instagram and SwerveCity Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, what have you. My personal social medias, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Actually, sci-fi SYI-FY. I think on Twitter it's SYI-FY 2423. Just type in sci-fi, I'll pop up.
Yeah, I actually forgot to put your Twitter handle on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, no biggie.
But I got your Instagram on there, so people know.
Got the Instagram. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you get to see I don't know how often you post behind the scenes on footage, but go on there for all that stuff. But
yeah. We have occasionally post like behind the scenes footage and get an idea who we're. Sometimes we'll post clues on who our next guest is, and yeah, check us out. We're fun. We're a fun bunch. We keep it light. We have a lot of we goof around, we wild out. Just come goof around and wild out with us. That's it.
Yeah. In fact, I have one more question for you. Jesus Christ, I could talk to you all day on here, but I know we have to go. But how do you even book your guest? Like, is it like which one of y'all is in charge of that? Is it Swerve? Does he reach out to these people? I know
It's like a collab on that as well. We all kind of reach out and just see who's interested, who reaches out back, or who reaches out back. Jesus Christ, who responds to our guest inquiry. Swerve and TZ, since they're kind of the ones who have like the most kind of connects with like the celebs and stuff, they get majority of our guests.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's mostly like kind of that's another thing. Like we honestly do collab damn near on everything. Like it's like a group thing on it. It's like a group effort with like everything. And that's kind of like also like why we think we've been able to kind of come so far relatively so quickly is because we're so like we keep it all in the group. Like kind of just like, we discuss ideas amongst each other, and also we just never afraid we're never afraid to try new things. So it kind of keeps us fresh and keeps us motivated. So
yes. But again, thank you for having. No, I'm sorry, I'm bugging. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, that. I was about to say that. Thanks for having me. Like you're the host and I'm the guest. Yeah, now I know I need to go to bed.
Thanks, bro. This was dope. I had a blast. This is cool.
Y'all been watching and listening to the William Griggs. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, man.